Alright, the next step now is to take this motor. I've taken these screws out here, and take this shaft out. It's got a little clip on this end, but I think I'm going to push it through from that direction to start with. They are generally pretty tight. Let's see how this goes. Oh, very simple. Wow, that's easier than I anticipated by a long, long way. That's it. It's about as easy as it can be. Okay, so I've been motoring along here, and this piece of plastic, I've just machined this up so that this will fit neatly in there. You can see, and the other thing that it will do is it'll fit neatly into this nice piece of pipe. In fact, it will push in really well. I have to grind the ends down on here. I know that this fits nicely into there. So once I've done that, once I've ground this off, my plan will be to glue this in place and then push it and glue it into the end of this PVC pipe. And then I've got what I need to be able to screw this into place, and I've just got to make a cap for the end with an O-ring, and that will be as safe as houses. And then we can think about the impeller. So this piece of plastic is now going to form the cap that's going to fit into the end of here, and I'm going to machine an O-ring to fit in it. So the first step, I've faced this off, is going to be to machine this back until it's a really neat sliding fit up to a shoulder on here. So I'm going to start that now. This is 1544, so I need to take, I think I can take 20 off. And that is it. That's a very nice fit. Okay, what I can do now is cut the hole for the O-ring. Alright, so where we're up to now is that we have the housing. I've got to straighten that up a little bit. We have here the seal that this will now screw onto. We have this disc of plastic that I have machined out. This will slot into there, and I'm going to glue that in a moment, and this will glue into the end of here. We have the wonderful cap with the O-ring on here, which goes on this side. So all of that is now done, and I've now cut out of a piece of thick plastic a square, and I've put in here, this is a 10mm hole designed to fit these, this is old radio aerial, designed to fit that, that's 10, and I've given it 2mm of flesh on either side, and I've put just a hole right slap bang in the middle as well. So I'm going to drop this into the lathe in a minute, and I'm going to turn this out so that I've got a lovely big space for an impeller. That's going to be fun. But first I'm going to glue this, and then we'll get to the other part once that's hardening. Trickiest parts with glue sometimes is where to mix it. If you mix epoxy on timber, for example, it absorbs some of the components. It makes it less effective, I have been told. Now, some of you may know better than that, but it means that I use plastic, and these little things are pretty handy. So this is 5-minute epoxy. This will do the trick very nicely for what I want to do now. It's a nice neat fit, won't need much. Those holes have got to line up. I drilled some holes in here to make sure the screws would have somewhere to sit in this plastic thing here. Come on now, go in properly. Oh dear. Best laid plans of mice and men here. This is an absolute mess. Oh, that's it. Gotcha. Here's me talking about preparation, and it's turned into a complete dog's breakfast. But in it goes. That is really, really fantastic, and I need to clean up. Well, I have to say, this is looking really good, really magnificent, very nice. Okay, so just centering this up now in the lathe, as you've seen me now do on many occasions. That's good enough. That's nice. Just going to tighten this up. Okay, now this part's fun. I'm going to take this, open this out. I don't have any restrictions on size. I'm just going to clear that hole. Okay. Maybe a bit safer if I start by being very clear about how far I'm to go, which is that far. How are we going? It's very interesting. We're right at the right position on that end. We've got a little bit further to go, as you can see. Oh, that is lovely. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so all I need to do now is put a hole through the middle so that it will fit the seal